Hello everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome to episode 1 of Feed the Beast Unleashed. I live streamed for about 4 hours yesterday, and I got started. We didn't really accomplish a ton. Basically, we spent most of the time figuring out Dartcraft. Voidable was in the chat, and a bunch of other guys. I don't know YouTube names versus Twitch names, but I had a lot of fun. So if you guys are watching, thanks for watching and hanging out. Now it's time to really get going. The house is around here somewhere, and I just picked a spot to get started, and then we'll pick a real base later on and actually get everything set up. I just had to do some mining and stuff. So I'll probably focus mostly on Dartcraft this episode. And the first thing I want to show you is the rod of holding and the force flask. If I right click this guy, it puts him in the bottle. It's a bottled sheep now. So let's see how to get out of here. I think I can get out over here. You're going to notice I'm running pretty fast, and that is because I have on some shoes. I don't know why I put heat on them, but I put speed on them so I can run around faster, and I think I have speed on the cap as well. So, oh, here we are. So the way the upgrade system works, we'll get to that in a minute, but you kind of have to discover the things like you do in Dartcraft almost. So you need a lot of leather for this mod, and I guess I can just throw this bottle and the sheep will be there. The other thing I wanted to show you is I put rainbow on the shears, and what that does, it actually will turn the wool different colors when you shear the sheep. I only got one that time. The other sheep I did, I got like 3 different colors of wool. So if you need colored wool, someone in the chat suggested that if you're doing the quest ram, that might be a good way to do it. Also, if you use the force shears, you can shear cows, take their leather, and now you have a bunch of cows standing here without any skin. The only thing about this is you cannot breed them while they don't have their skin. And I don't think they need to eat grass. I think it just magically reappears. So, yeah, just like that. There it goes. And as far as I can tell, it's random. So, unlike the sheep, see, that time we got 3. We got magenta, purple, and orange. So that's pretty cool. We've also got these force trees, which drop force ingots. And Dartcraft is really fun. Everybody has been complaining that it's overpowered, and it may be, but as long as it takes you to do your research in here, you can see I'm only on tier 3, and I have a ways to go before I make it to the next tier. I'm limited to, I guess I have 4 slots in here, and certain items. Just give you for instance, Ender Pearl is obviously going to be a modifier. Maybe gunpowder. I don't remember if I tried that. If you mouse over here, it shows you nothing. If you do shift, it shows you the Dartcraft stuff. If you're in the force infuser thing and you mouse over, it'll tell you the effect you get and what tier you have to be to use it. So I can't use this until I get to tier 5. Leather's nothing. Wool is nothing. None of these things are anything. So it's pretty cool. That part, I just rewatched Direwolf Spotlight. This part is the same. So, you know, you make a book, you make a force rod. Where is it? This one. The recipe is in NEI. So, you know, you can look it up. But once you make your force rod, you throw a book on the ground, right click it, and then you get the upgrade tome. You put it in here, and then you kind of start your research. You have to give this thing liquid force, which is from the force shards, and you also have to give it power. And I have a force engine under here, and you can take these guys, you can put them in here, or you can just right click on the engine and it'll put it in there if I can hit it. At least it did before. Maybe there's too much in it. Or if you put it in here, it goes into this slot where you put your force gems, and it'll melt into liquid force as well. One thing I did discover after the episode, if you shift right click this thing, the force pick, while you're not hitting anything, it turns it between area mode and regular single mode. First of all, this one is just grinding. So if I have ores here, I get the dust. And the sound it makes when it does that, it's louder than any other sound in the game. Probably louder than zombies banging on doors. But as you can see, I've got quite a few dusts in here. You do get the 10% bonus or whatever from that you would normally get from the pulverizer. You get that when you use pulverize, or rather grinding on the pick. So I actually made one with speed, grinding, and heat, and it gives you 2 ingots. It's pretty cool. From what I can tell, I take it back. That zombie on the door thing is definitely louder than the mining sound. Let's sleep, because I want to go outside in a second. So if you do cobblestone with this, or stone, you get sand. Just do this one. If you do area mode, it does a 3x2. 3x2, pow. If you notice, I got sand and I got some gravel. So if you have a bunch of these guys, you put 1 force gem with 2 silver or 2 iron, and you get force ingots, which you need to make your tools. Just like regular tools, you know. This would be a sword if you had the stick here. But it's pretty cool. It's a really good way to kind of progress in the game before you have technology. The mitt is another cool thing, and I believe that you can put... I thought you could put it in here. Maybe not, because this one's damaged. But this thing, watch what happens when I hit leaves with it. It's better than the sickle. And it mines all the ores that I've tried. It does wood. It doesn't do dirt very fast, but it does sand really fast. But I like it just for this, because that's awesome. It also does not work on mobs. And if you notice these trees, they drop force nuggets, which if you put an ingot in your thing, you know, you get 9, just like any other ingot. You can turn these back into ingots, but you're going to use these for a couple of recipes. To get this, you plant a sapling and whack it with your force rod. And if you do 2 force logs like this, you get force sticks. If you make your force rod with a force stick, it'll be full durability. The first one you make with a regular stick will only have like 2 or 3 uses. So I encourage you to watch the Direwolf's tutorial on this, because this mod will really come in handy. It's pretty rad. I have heat on a shovel, so if I scoop up any sand, it cooks it. Pretty awesome. The one thing I did notice about this, if I mine redstone with it, I did not get XP. And I don't know if I did when I did the ores. I wasn't really paying attention, but that's no big deal. So all I've really done so far is what you see here. I have a dedicated chest for this because there are so many things, and it's hard to keep them all straight. So I just decided I'm put them all in one chest. I've run the turtle many times. I spent my first 3 diamonds on a turtle, and I named it after somebody in the stream chat whose birthday was yesterday. So that's why this is named this way. But then I just ran the turtle and ran the turtle and ran the turtle. So now we can make a quarry. We really don't have anything to power it with. I could do force engines and just run the... I found some buckets of force and mine shafts and stuff. But I'll probably find a different way to do that. Or I may just use a couple engines. They do 4 MJ, which isn't bad. A few of those on a quarry probably, you know, would be relatively quick. The force pack is pretty cool. It's like a backpack. There are a bunch of different things you can do with this as far as what items go in it. I think you can even, if you shift right click, you can rename and change the color and stuff, which is pretty cool. And you can put any item in that. So, I mean, you can just load it up. And they are expandable. There's the clipboard, which you just right click, and it's got some pretty cool things about the way it distributes the items. If you want to take them all out, you hit the down arrow. There you go. You want to evenly distribute them, you hit this button. But I think you can do that with, well, you can do it with middle mouse button from inventory tweaks in a regular crafting table, but not in this one. So I'm having a lot of fun with this mod. It's really fun to figure out, you know, what does what, or what haven't I put on what. So I don't want this to turn into a tutorial sort of a thing. So let's put this stuff away. And I do need to find a new place to live, a better place than this. This was just kind of my first. Alright, this is a pretty okay location, built into the side of the wall. Cleared out some area, made a cow pen, animal pen, whatever. You're going to need a lot of leather if you do anything with Dartcraft, so that's a good thing that you can shear the cows and keep them alive. I put heat on shears and it burns everything alive, so that was probably a bad idea, but you know, what are you gonna do? So I want to show you guys the seed. There's the seed. The coordinates I'm at are +199 +1616. But if you want to run around, find what you think is a good location for a base, and tell me the coordinates, and I'll check it out, and I'll pick the one that I like the best. Maybe even leave it up to viewer choice. See how that goes. That's really tough to do, but I just need to find a better place, and I'd like your help. Also, if you notice at the top of my YouTube channel, I don't have a banner because I suck at stuff like that. So if you have any sort of graphics ability at all, you want to, you got bored, you want to make a banner, feel free to do so. And if you put it on ImageUR or something, send me a PM, and whichever one I like best I'll put up there, and I'll make sure to mention you in a video, give you credit, stuff like that. It's no big deal if you don't want to do it, but I think it would be cool because I suck at that stuff. So what I need to do is I need deep storage units for cobblestone and stuff, And I happened to find some rubber trees earlier. Somewhere. What kind of tree is that? Maple. Okay. I'm going to take the saplings and leave the trunks. So let's see if we can get some rubber saplings. I did find slimes in a mine shaft, so there is a slime chunk somewhere around here, but I really don't want to rely on those guys because they are not a very reliable source unless you have a soul shard, which now requires endstone. So we're not going to be able to do a soul shard until we go to the end, and that will require finding the portal in the stronghold or whatever. And I would really love to find a gravity gun somewhere. If you happen to fire up the world, please do not tell me. See how fast this mines clay? It's the same for sand. If you find anything in a dungeon or something, I do not want to know about that. I'd rather explore that on my own. But if you find a nice place to live, that is what I would appreciate help with. If you've been watching the series for any length of time, you know the types of areas I like to live in. I like to have a few different biomes around, and I really hate snow. I spent the first probably 20 or 30 minutes of the stream yesterday running out of the snow. We spawned in the snow biome, and it was huge. And I didn't even have large biomes turned on. It's just regular biomes. It's just one of those things. So I got a few more of these. That one is apparently too tall. And to get the claws to make the mitts, you get those from bats. So bats actually have a use now. I think 8 saplings will probably get us going. I think that quarried stone right there can only be mined maybe with a diamond pick. I tried it with... sweet, we have extra bees. I tried it with the mitt and it didn't work, I think. I want to try again because I like this stuff. And as long as it's taking, I'm going to say probably not. Yeah, nothing. So I think I'll probably have to make a diamond pick or quarry for that stuff. No big deal. But let's get out the good sword. But Dartcraft is a pretty cool way to enchant your stuff without having a ton of XP. And had a really good time yesterday. So once again, thanks to everyone who participated. I think I'm going to, since this is a single player world, I'll probably do it every Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you can make it, you know, come hang out. I gotta get out of here. I need to eat something. Really haven't had to fight too many mobs so far. Alright, so that's basically that. I'm probably about 20 minutes right now. There's really not a lot to do in the early game, as you know. I mean, it's a lot of grinding with gathering resources and stuff like that. So I'm not going to bore you with that stuff. But I will go ahead and snag some more leather off these cows. I think I can make a chest plate now, which I'm not wearing at the moment. So maybe we should make one of those and I don't think I can put durability on it yet, because that is a higher tier than I possess. But we'll see what we can do. And to turn this into force armor so you can enchant it in there, everything looks the same. You have to get your force rod, you drop your armor on the ground and whack it, and then you come over here, it lets you put it in here. And let's see, nothing really. I don't think cactus did anything. Let's find some. That might do something too. It might be too high of a tier. This is good stuff. I'm not going to ruin that for you. And I don't think if I put heat on this that it'll actually... Yeah, I can't put it in there. Oh, I can do healing. Whoa, okay. Let's grab a couple pieces of obsidian, which I don't think I can do. I'll try it anyway. Yeah, see, that's tier 6. I'm only tier 3. So that's a negative. Wonder if diamonds or anything. No. I don't think heat's going to do us any good. By the way, with grinding, you get coal dust. You do not get diamond dust. You just get regular diamonds from it. And you only get one. It's not like fortune. It's just one diamond, like you hit it with a regular pick. So we've got healing. I don't know if bone meal is anything. I know that sugar is. Try a zombie head. No. Well, I don't think I can do the feather yet either. That's tier 4. That's what I really want, so I can put them on the boots. Maybe I can jump a little higher. So I don't know what else I could do. Maybe a bucket of milk. Let's try a bucket of milk. I know that gives you something in Dartcraft. Nothing. So that's a bust. Maybe redstone. I haven't tried redstone yet. Nothing. Damn. It's rough, man. I don't really see. I already tried the slime ball, right? How about the egg? I didn't try bones or the lever. Nope, nothing. So I guess I have to get to a higher tier. No big deal. I'll just make this thing. Let's see what else I can use the tiers for before I use them up on this. Maybe I should open any eye. Actually, I don't have to. Cool. This is basically the same thing as a gas tier. Apparently, you can make an inert core. I don't know what that's for, but we're going to find out in a minute. That's the only thing I can craft with these, apparently. And it doesn't tell me what the use is for that. I know at one time there was a thing where you had to make a core for your armor, but I think that they changed it since then. I'm not really sure. Let's see. I think if we shift right click this, it'll do something. Come on. Where did it go? Yeah, he may have changed the mechanic. He or she, whoever made the mod. So we're going to make this healing. I can't. Why can't I? I guess I cannot put healing on a force tunic. Well, that sucks. Let's make another pick then, because I know that I can do that. I need 2 more iron. And I'm going to need 2 of these. Alright, so we have our force pick. We're going to throw it in here. We're going to throw heat on it. We're going to throw sugar on it to make it super fast. Actually, I already have some sugar. Can't do durability yet. That's alright. What else was I looking for? Grinding. Makes sense. So this works. The button's not grayed out anymore. So whatever I was trying to put on this thing, I can't put on it. No big deal. So this will probably take a minute since it's 4 upgrades. Not a big deal. And maybe we'll have time to go downstairs and find something to smelt with it. Grinding speed 2 heat pickaxe. When you use area mode, I believe it's, and I can't confirm this, the more different types of items in an area, I know some stuff's in the mine shaft, the more different types you have, the longer it takes. So like if you've got just stone, it's not going to take as long as it is if you have a bunch of different stuff. And the grinding does work on the quartz. You actually, is this grinding? You actually get quartz dust when you do it. Oh man, I didn't know I was in area mode. But you see I got the quartz dust. And this is what force gems look like in the wall. So I thought I saw some lead. So you see we just got 2 lead and 1 silver ingot from that, which is pretty rad. So even if you're running around with a normal pick, or if you run your mining turtle, before you make your machines, what you can do is you can lay the ores down on the ground like I did at the beginning and hit them with this thing, and then it's kind of an awkward way to process your ores, but it doesn't take any energy. And I'm not going to say it's free, but you know, it's relatively free. So if I change this to area mode, I'm going to get a bunch of glass out of this. No? Oh, that was the wrong pick. No, yeah, it was the wrong pick. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Bunch of glass. And if you do it and there's any dirt in the way, it won't do anything to the dirt. It'll just leave it there. So I think that'll do it for this episode. I probably just ran long, but that's alright. So once again, seed. If you guys don't mind, if you have some spare time, run around. This is around about where we are right now. So plus 202, plus 1612. If you find a nice place or a place you think looks cool, leave me a comment or send me a personal message, either one. I'll go check it out, and if it's a good place, I'll name something after you or something like that. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. As far as the research for this stuff, please do not put anything in the comment that's a spoiler, because I don't want to know, and if someone else wants to know, they can Google it. I think we shouldn't ruin everybody else's fun unless they want it to be ruined. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.